What's up, y'all? And welcome back to the Reality Kingdom, where we with the real reality or whatever.
Here, bro, we're late.
Late by a
A
day.
day late and a dollar short,
A
babe.
day late, a dollar short, and a bad bitch is gone. Oh my God! I remember who went home.
Mothers,
They
actually.
deserved
They
flopping
deserve.
every
Don't do my
time.
sisters like that.
I
Don't
just
do my
can't. This
sisters
is what
like
I
that.
can't do.
Not the
This is what I.
Franklins. Not the Franklins, bitch.
Shout
Not
out
the
to the Franklin.
Franklins.
Shout out to Morgan and Lena for real. They cute or
No,
whatever.
shout out to Morgan and Lena. We need you both on the Challenge USA 3, bitch. If they call, you better pick up. You better be there. You, Louise, Liam and Yeremi, and Ali, bitch. Shit, Todd and Ashley. Bitch, y'all need to get to look. We
John
need
and
some
Greg.
amazing race representatives. So when they call, you better pick up, girlies.
Period. So head over there to the challenge. But here on the Amazing Race, I'm sorry. Like,
What?
there's only so much I can cap for a person. I love them, ate it down. Personalities eat. Would love to see them again. However, they didn't do what they needed to do. There's
So
no way the
you didn't
person
do
who
what you
got
needed
second to
to
last.
do.
There's no way the team that got second to last should have beat them.
We acting like Steve and Emily ain't those girls.
But what they went through this episode, going up the step, how?
It was a lot. They did
How
that.
did they beat y'all? They were in
Girl,
last, but let's get into it. Let's get
I'm
into
just
it.
not gonna sit here and drag my sisters all podcast. So you need to get it out right
That's
now.
all. I'm gonna say that
You
now,
need to
and then
get it out
honestly, when
right
we get to them
now.
going home, I'm not even gonna talk about it no more.
You need to get it out right
I'm
now.
on. That's it. That's all I have to
Okay,
say.
period. Okay, period. As long as you know.
Period. Period.
As
Period.
long as
Period.
you know. As long
If
as
you're
you
a
know.
visual learner, go to the
What's
go to the YouTube because we got the pictures. Boom, girl.
on my
They
mirror?
leaving Cologne and they're going to
Mhm.
Slovenia.
This is
You ever
the
been to
Amazing
Slovenia?
Race's first time in Slovenia.
It is their first time in Slovenia. That's cute or whatever. Where is Slovenia?
In a place.
Near Russia?
Probably. That sounds like Russia.
Europe? Europe has
Definitely
a
in
bunch
Europe.
of like countries that I'll hear of them when I hear of them because I won't say I've never heard of Slovenia. I have, but it's so like in the
Oh,
back.
it's by Italy.
So Europe,
It's by
not Italy.
Croatia and Italy and Austria.
Croatia is a country
Yes.
in Europe. Very
Yes.
interesting.
Girl, you don't know
Okay,
anything about your international travels. We're gonna lose.
well of course I told you we're not going on.
We'll be
Why would we
studying.
go on
Bitch,
to?
you think I'm watching all of these old seasons for nothing, bitch?
Must be,
No,
or
because
you're
we're
going
gonna
on with
win.
somebody else.
We're gonna win, babe.
Girl, Greg and John is leaving first. They go to the travel agency, and at the travel
What? What's the
agency,
accent?
Slovenian.
No.
It's not. I don't know how they sound, but they go to the travel agency and they get a ticket instead of 7:30, which everybody else is getting. They get a 4 o'clock p.m. ticket or whatever, right? So they're like, "Bitch, we're going on a 4 o'clock flight." These flights basically they made it seem like everyone was going to be on the 7:30, right? Except
And this is how it is. So I actually like this segment because I feel like this is kind of what these older seasons are really providing, like the nuances in the flight schedule. Because we also see Rob and Corey and Todd and Ashley, they get on the standby. Girl, standby is important,
I
bitch.
didn't know what that means. What does that mean?
Girl, bitch. Okay,
Okay,
standby
period. It's a
is
thing.
as a plane. Let's say it's full, but they have a few seats open. Let's say someone doesn't get on the plane. You know, people buy tickets that don't get on all the time. It's a layover. They miss their flights. Whoop, whoop, whoop. If you're on standby list, you can get in. I've seen some nasty drama with the standby list. There was one
Mm.
season was it? What was, I forget which one. I watched so many already. But basically, all it was three teams. They were trying to get on the standby list, and this one team they went to like this international lounge, bitch, like real like fancy black card type. Like you got it's real
Mhm.
exclusive. They went there to book their ticket, while the other people went to the general line.
Mhm.
So when they got first on the standby list, they walked to the general counter. They're like, "Oh, well, we're first," and they were like, don't cut in line. Why is she cutting? Why is she cutting?" She said, "Oh, no, 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 no.
First.
We're already on the list. We're already on the list, babe."
Ooh, bitch.
But no, it's really important. You always ask any standby, because like this is what I was saying. Like a big difference from these two seasons that we watched versus like the five I've already watched from older seasons. Um, there's a lot of situations where this can happen. How Greg and John, Todd and Ash, and Rob and Corey got on the earlier flight. That happens a
Mhm.
lot. And I feel like we see a lot more of them being in the same area. And like, I mean, we kind of see them in this episode. They're trying to get like damn near 8 hours ahead. Like that happens a lot. Like people find little ways to cheat the system, and they're like fucking hours and days ahead behind other teams. So I don't know. It was really interesting.
So they ate that up. Todd and Ashley, Corey, and Rob got on standby, and this was the first plane. So the first flight lands, and when they land, they notice that there is a potential for them to get on an earlier train that connects to another train, that connects to another train, that connects to another train to get them there 8 hours ahead.
They was really trying that because, baby, because it was what? Was it only a 5-minute layover? Like, that's nothing like plane layovers, but still.
Yeah,
like I wouldn't have trusted that at all because I mean, you see, they get on the first plane, it's already late. As they are driving to the second destination, they're even later.
They're getting later and later. It's like it ends up 12-minute delay, and they're like, okay, we're not gonna make it.
They literally get to the next place and have to go all the way back to the original station, ending up with the same exact team. So it's like on an earlier flight for no reason. Like you should have just minded your own business and went the regular way. I mean, I respect the hustle to try to get ahead, and like I really, I like
if it would have worked, they would have. But you know what's funny? The same 3 teams who ended up with everybody else are still top 3.
The big 3 don't need a pick.
So I mean, it's funny because I was like,
those girls.
Yeah, they're just those girls. They're just those girls. So wrap it up.
Why'd you Ashley's the only girl? Eat and get up, bitch.
Where's all the girls at? We just lost 2 girl teams back to back.
And we sure can lose another. No shade.
What is the beef?
There is no beef. I definitely would have rather, the other 2. But hey, we're here, babe. Yeah. We're here. Look, I support any girl on our team because and I'm watching, what is this? I'm watching Amazing Race 30. Jessica and Cody season. Boom. And the one team, they're extreme, like I think biking people, they're girls, and they keep talking about we'd be the 4th or 5th overall girl team to win Amazing Race. So and that's Amazing Race 30, and they don't win. Jessica and Cody do. So I don't know anymore. Girl, everyone knows Jessica and Cody. I'm sorry if you don't. I'm sorry. But I don't know if any other girl team won from 31. I don't know who wins 31. So I don't know if anyone wins from 31 to net. They definitely don't win from the last season or this. Well, maybe this season, but I don't know. But yeah, there's not that many girl teams who've won, which I'm not shocked by. What I do want to know is how many black people have won this show? Because there was one.
Breaking John broke a record this episode.
They did. What was it? You remember
the first black
to win 3 legs in a row.
3 legs in a row. The first non-white team to win 3 legs in a row ever.
They ate that. That eats. But I know like one of the first black winners in one of the earlier seasons, and one of the girl on the team, it was a fast forward where they had to shave their head. She had these locks, girl. Shaved it all off. They ended up winning the season though. So
they was black.
Period. They ate that. So I want to know how many other black ones have won because I don't hear about any of them. Or Asian, Hispanic, because I've watched like 5 or 6 seasons and they all been white, child. No shit, and mainly men. I've watched like 6 seasons and more because it's male team. I've seen like 3 male team win. Everyone else has been male women, and there's only been like 1 or 2 women so far. Yeah, it's crazy.
Okay. So the teams all are on the same train. They arrive in Sylvania, and they have to drive to a field. Sure.
An air station.
The airplane field. So they all get in the car and they drive it, and immediately, Steve and Annalie are arguing.
Girl, Steve is tired of Annalie shit down.
He was being better this episode. He was being more patient this episode, but still, like.
He's still like at his wit's end though, because it's a big difference from how like she was talking to him crazy in the earlier this season, because he would not respond at all. But now he's like, Annalie, look, Annalie,
you better tone that down. What did he say? He said you better simmer. He said you better simmer down. Yes, simmer down. That's a Texas thing, y'all. My mom will always tell me to simmer down. She'd be yelling. Me and my sister be arguing. You hear her in the background, simmer down. Simmer down now. Not simmer down now. Where are we from? Well, Texas. But anyway, so I guess it makes sense. So the team start pulling up to the roadblock. Joel and Garrett get there first. The roadblock is one of y'all got to go on the plane, and y'all are going to use binoculars to see these boats in the river. The boats are going to have 4 numbers. Those numbers are going to make up the year that Slovenia gained independence, which is 1991. Who was controlling them for that long?
It was a lot of
probably Europe. Like, I need y'all to let these countries live, please. 1991.
You know, Russia was what was it? The USSR, and it was like
USSR
thing.
That's honestly just insane. But yeah, they gained their independence in 1991. Good for them. And they got to look at it and get it right or whatever. They got to get it right.
And then I saw this. I was definitely like, well, Pharaoh will have to do this because my big ass is definitely not going to be able to.
They told Todd, what did they tell Todd?
Yeah,
they told Todd Ashley must do it.
Perform due to the height and weight requirements, bitch. They definitely would have had to say that because you're not even. It's not a motor, bitch. You're literally my big ass would have dove into that water real bad.
Now, Lee, when I say I can't do it, then what?
Girl, I guess we lost. We got to take the penalty.
I'm nervous.
Like, oh my God. We never taken the penalty. That is the craziest thing. The amount of teams who are just like, let's just take the penalty. Penalty?
I'm not taking the penalty. 4 hours is
you might as well lose.
So I would have did it. I think that this one was not hard. Sorry.
It really was.
No offense to the people who didn't get it, but girl, what? Like,
it really was not hard at all. I said, what homeboy said? 11-9-9. Baby.
Garrett said that. I'm thinking, Garrett, what? So everyone pulls up. Everyone makes it there, but Steve and Annalise. Steve and Annalise are the only ones who are not there yet because they're in dead last. So everyone's there, and they're all getting on their plane rides and coming off one by one. Garrett says 11.99, and I get it. Why would they just now gain independence? But also, I would have said something like 16 before I said 11.
Yeah, but 11? You know, like
was America even founded
in 11? Girl,
it was 1679.
That's like BC. Like, ooh.
Oh, this is not America. This is Slovenia.
But still, like,
but that's damn near BC, bitch. Who's alive taking records?
Come on now. But also, too, like, I know Lena says later on, they're like, oh, she couldn't tell the 9 from the 6s, but like, it has the lines under it. How they have
you know what's crazy? I was like, does it? I was literally thinking they don't have the line, so I wouldn't know if it was 6 or 9. Later in the episode, when Steve did it, I finally saw the actual line under it, and that made me think, what the fuck was they doing? No shade, but what?
Maybe they couldn't see it. They're from the sky, the binoculars.
I guess, girl. So, like, I don't know. I guess so when Garrett gets it wrong, he got to go. That's the thing. Garrett and Joel, they always are in first at a point, and they end up in the back of the fucking pack.
They mess up on these challenges a lot. They make little.
They do. Later in the episode, they leave their fucking notepad. Stop leaving shit.
Early in the season, they left the fanny pack, didn't they?
Yeah, y'all leave shit. Y'all do very like simple mistakes. It's funny because I think they're good at some things. Because them building the birdhouse later on, they did good. Like they got it done.
They left a notebook. They had to go back.
It's like simple mistakes. You can't be doing that.
And like it's so what's hilarious about Amazing Race producers because like they really will let them leave anything, bitch. They'll let them leave their passports. Bitch, and then they'll zoom in. They'll zoom in on it being left.
So they
and then they'll have music. They'll zoom in, doom, 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 and then running away. Let's go, and it's like, oh my god, like it's so sad. I remember one time this dude, he literally left his partner left his backpack in the middle of freaking China. They went and had to drop off a package for the roadblock they were doing, and they had to go back, and it was still right there on the ground. Thank God no one took it. Right in the middle of the goddamn,
I guess.
Like they just do not care. The way production just let them be so wrong is hilarious. Like I feel like production will let them drive to another country if they fuck up that bad, and they'll just be sitting there in the driver's seat filming like.
Phil gonna FaceTime them.
What happened?
Without the map. Well,
guys, I'm sorry to say that you've been eliminated from the Amazing Race. That would be hilarious.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So Rob ends up finishing this first. Rob and Corey eat. Sorry.
Rob and Corey are gonna win this season. Mark my words. I feel like Rob and Corey are winning this season. I would not be shocked.
I wouldn't be shocked either. They're very good. They're very, very good. And they haven't won.
This will be the second parent-child duo
to win.
Yeah, because I know the first I watched. I ain't gonna spoil, girl, because I don't want spoilers. But the first one was in that 20 through 25 era I was watching. That was the first ever. And I don't know if there's been any in these recent ones, but I mean, it could be too. They remind me of the team that won it a lot. I mentioned it early in the podcast. I was spoiled for the girlies.
Okay. I like them though. I think they can win because I do feel like they could have won this leg if they didn't decide to do the express pass.
And now they got the expressy,
and now they have challenges. So I definitely think they can win a leg. I just think it hasn't came yet. So I wouldn't be surprised if they won. And their competition, like, it's not too sturdy. They beat Todd and Ashley before, and they beat Greg and John before.
They just have never gotten first, right? But you know, the thing is, you do not need a first to win the Amazing Race, girl. I've seen it. It's all about that last leg. I mean, the goat farmers, girl.
They're very, you know what I will say about Corey and Rob? They're very like meticulous. They don't make those little mistakes. Those little mistakes other teams make, they don't necessarily make. The one time they did bad was when he just couldn't get a roadblock of the balance in the head. But other than that, they don't really make a lot of mistakes. They're very like clean cut.
I think the advantage of that is the way they have to communicate. You know what I mean? They've had to communicate in a very specific way. So I just think like their communication skills have to be 10 times better than everyone else's because of the situation that they're in.
100% true. And they're probably used to, both of them are used to communicating very just specifically. Like they have to communicate well in real life. So being used to it and now it's on the race, it's like, boom, communication is key.
I also realized, girl, Corey is really like gorgeous. Like the face card. I don't know if I didn't see it because Liam and Remy was here and no shade, they were really taking it all. But like Corey is cool.
I would like Corey on the challenge. I think Corey would be cute on the challenge.
Honestly, I don't want Corey on the challenge. I want Corey on Big Brother or Survivor. I'm not even gonna lie. I see him over there. Honestly.
I see it too. Because he's not necessarily, I don't think he'd give the entertainment we need for the talent. So I kind of agree with that. Honestly. Period. After this, Ashley finished. They're in second place. And a bunch of people start finishing because John finishes right after. Robin finishes right after.
Girl, and here go Robin and Chelsea. So John get it. Greg and John, you know, they real. They go get their directions. They eating it up. I can also see them winning. Me too. They won for reasons we all know. And here go Robin and Chelsea. Oh, what are they doing? Oh, they're getting directions. Let's just follow them.
We're gonna follow them again.
Doing what they know best.
I literally have that written down. Here they go.
I said Robin and Chelsea doing what they know best, following Greg and John.
Like damn. So they want to follow them, and
it's a cute strategy. It's just at the end of the day, you're not gonna have an opportunity to do that every time. So you really need to get practice on navigation because baby, as soon as if you lost them, then what? And Robin
it's not beneficial for them because they can't outrun them. So not beneficial. It's still beneficial, but at the end of the day, if this is like the last time you need it, you can't outrun them. You need to be following a team that you could like beat at a challenge or outrun. So they need to start doing that. Anna Lee is mad.
I ain't gonna hate too much because bitch, I'd be following too, no shade.
I would do the same exact thing. Yeah. But I think if people were on a podcast saying that I shouldn't be doing that, I would agree. I do need to learn. But
I'd be doing it. No,
I'm still going to do it. Thank you, girl. But Anna Lee is mad because they're not there.
Bro, and when Anna Lee is over it, here she goes.
Done.
I know where that last
Anna Lee is literally either out the game. She's either out the game or not. Like
all the way in it.
We lost.
She's like, I know we're dead last, so let's just enjoy it. There's no way we can come back from this. I mean,
she sees the planes in the air. That's them in the plane right now.
I mean, we're done.
They're already in the plane, so we're definitely gonna lose.
They have to keep asking people for directions. They asked like 15 people for directions how to get there, and they kept going the wrong way. I'm honestly shocked that you're right though. Like they were really struggling.
You should not have lost. No, I'm not even trying to be mean or shady or nothing. Stephen and Lee did not have a good leg. This was a terrible leg. Probably the worst. Well, Andrea Milena was.
That was bad.
But other than that, this has probably been very the worst this whole season. Like I don't know what this was. Sorry. So the next location is they have to drive to the Nordic Center to get their detour stuff. So that's where everybody's driving to, and Todd and Ashley end up there first, and they get the express pass potentially. So the express pass is you gotta walk up 1,100 steps, 1,100 steps to the top of the ski jump. The top of the ski jump. The top of the ski jump. So you have to run up all them stairs. Lee, we doing it?
I mean, girl, if we got there first, yeah, for sure. I would hope we wouldn't get past. They'd probably be like, "Oh, we could definitely outrun. We could definitely outrun Lee." Nah, bitch. As soon as they got there,
and hopefully we don't pass it up like Todd and Ashley.
ooh, that was bad.
Todd and Ashley ran right.
They
past.
definitely would have got it if they just went up there.
Yeah, they ran right past it, so they missed it. So they're literally running around looking for the stairs, while other people are pulling up. So that sucks. First, we hop to the plane roadblock. Lena finally finishes, and Steve and Annalie finally pull up. Annalie is over it, so she's sitting there with Morgan. No, before Lena finishes, Lena guesses. She finishes the plane and guesses 1976. Y'all, the numbers were, and I'm not even trying to be mean. The numbers were 1919. And what kills me is if you saw one of the ones, they were not far apart. So I'm like wondering if she saw one of the ones and
she
one of the
one was a 7.
But you saw the other one that looked very, very similar. Actually, the same. So that's what confused me. I was like, 76 is crazy. And then what were you doing? She said it was like hard.
It was hard.
What makes it interesting, not even saying, what makes it interesting is everyone else knew all of the numbers.
Garrett did.
Even when Garrett guessed wrong, he guessed the correct numbers. So her guessing 2 incorrect numbers, everyone else knew the numbers.
Because it was one of them fancy ones with a little check at the top, so it gave 7.
Okay.
I'm going to defend my sister.
Steve and Annalie pull up. And Annalie is stressing out to Morgan.
And literally on the sidelines over it.
She's like, well, we're going to lose. And Morgan's like, well, just be positive. And Morgan should have been like, you are going to lose. I don't know why Morgan was hyping her up. If I was Morgan, Annalie would have been like, well, Pharaoh, you're going to lose. And I would have been like, they would have been like, well, Pharaoh, we're going to lose. And I would be like, well, it is going to be hard for y'all to catch up. But I mean, you know, I would just hate to be in your position where you're going to be struggling to catch up.
That would make me feel so terrible.
It's mental games in this bitch. I'm sorry. Because especially if I'm Morgan, where I'm last.
Right there. That's our friend, girl. That's our friend.
But we're last. We're going to lose if they win.
Well,
we need to be knocking them down. I would just take my time and enjoy it because I'm going to lose. So I would just take my time.
We kind of see it. Well, I don't know how close. No, it was pretty. No, wait, I can't. Yeah. Morgan Lena did come on the mat at the end when Stephen and Lee was there.
Yeah.
I would absolutely hate to lose in a foot race. Like that would suck, especially to get last in the foot race. Like we're that close. That would suck. Like if we lose, bitch, I want to be an hour behind. Bitch, we was really struggling.
Wait, you want to lose?
Yes, we were struggling in this bitch.
I don't know about that. Okay, so Lena, Garrett guesses correctly, and then Lena ends up guessing correctly right after that. So Stephen and Annalie are the last ones still doing the roadblock. He's in the plane. We fly to the Nordic Center, and this is when Corey and Rob pull up. They see the express pass and they're like, we're going to do it because we don't see Todd and Ashley up there. So as they're running up, they see Todd and Ashley on the other side of the motherfucking thing. And they're like, oh, they done missed it. So they start running. Damn. And Todd and Ashley see them running and they're like, oh shit, we missed it. So they come back and Todd and Ashley are debacling whether or not they're going
to do it.
And my thing is, you can't debacle for too long. So Lee, if that was you and I, it's either we're doing it or
I would have said no already. They're up there, baby. Let's go.
Todd was able to catch up to them. Ashley was not, maybe. So Ashley was the deciding factor. So Todd was like, can you catch up to them? And she was like, well, let's just try. And I fuck with it. Y'all are in second place. Go ahead, try. So
as soon as I saw a team had I commend them for trying because I wouldn't even, like I said, I wouldn't even try.
I'm not gonna try to catch up to you. You got it.
Right. Let me take that L, baby. You got it.
You got it. That's
it.
The thing. Now we can get first place. Y'all are finishing that. We can just get to the detour, baby. All of these detours.
Yeah, they did kind of waste a little time trying to go up there a little bit, but hey,
they could have potentially got first place this leg.
Like this top 3, I could definitely see it being final 3.
The final 3, yeah, 100%.
The end of final 3.
Period. We flash to Steve getting it right. So Steve and them are headed towards the Nordic Center too. Wonderful. Back at the Nordic Center, we see Greg and John pull up and of course their shadows are right behind.
Right after
Robin and Chelsea.
I literally have. Robert and Kelsey following asses around at the same
At the same time, of course.
time.
So as they're pulling up, they see the Express Pass challenge too. Ashley and Todd are decided to turn around.
They're like, fuck this shit, bitch.
And they're arguing about turning around, which is crazy. But anyways, they end up turning around. And as they're leaving, John and Greg are like, I mean, shit, we could try it. Can we try it? And Todd is like, I mean, they're already up there. And John and Greg was like, no, they're not. He was like, I mean, y'all can try it. He was like, y'all can catch them. Y'all can catch them. So
they was being very optimistic here. Cause y'all
that was crazy. I understand Todd and Ashley, they wasn't that far behind. Greg and John, I'm like, really?
Yeah, I gotta hang it up. Get up in this damn
waste my time. Like, even if I could catch them, it's like, why try? Like, why am I trying to run faster than these people halfway up a
like I don't got time. It ain't that. I was like,
I don't. It's fine.
Yeah. I would say Express Pass is pretty clutch,
but you got it.
But you got it.
We should have got here faster, honestly. Like, if y'all would have got there faster, I get it. But no, baby. So they try to chase Rob and Corey up these stairs, and it's funny because Rob is struggling.
Rob is struggling.
Out. And Corey was like, and Corey looks behind, and he's like, they chasing us. And it's like, oh no. And then as they're chasing them, eventually John and Greg decide to stop chasing them. And he's like, whoa, good.
Right.
They stop. That was funny to me. But it's like, seriously, nothing trying to chase us. Lee, if we're up there climbing some stairs and these big ass athletic,
bitch, I'm kicking it into high gear.
I would be like, fuck. Why are y'all doing
high gear, bitch?
Me the fuck
bitch,
off.
I would kick it. Call me motherfucking Rocky in this bitch. I'm running up them stairs. Running up them stairs, bitch. You think you gonna pass me, ho?
It's giving A-Train. It's giving Lee Train.
Now, if it was giving, girl, we arrive at the same time. They trying to race us.
They got it.
They got it.
I'm not doing it.
You're right. Let's get up in the center. But if it's giving, we the only car here. Yeah, I feel like if we got a good 10, 15 minute head start, I'll feel comfortable. Yeah. Cause like even if I gas, cause I wouldn't. The thing is, we're definitely not running up 1,100 steps. Let's be for real. No, I thought process be like we need to speed walk anyway. And then when I saw other people pull up, especially when they started trying, then I would have been like, okay, you know,
okay,
but yeah, definitely no. Like
so, boom, they have to climb up this ski climb for some reason to get to the detour. But who cares about all that? Let's just get to the detour.
Yeah, it's interesting because like it's a parking structure that they fill with ice and freeze. You know, when the snow melts in Slovenia. Very interesting.
Yeah.
Like I feel like they should. I wonder if they have that like locally. Cause we have a lot of parking structures here.
We do.
Like I mean everywhere.
I wonder if it feels like a foreign concept. I've never heard of anything like this.
Me neither. It seems fun. It looks fun though. Like that seems like it would be real fun. Kinda.
Okay. They get to the detour. The detour is either field work or housework. Field work just feels a little too personal for me. I think it would be the better one, but I would be like, like y'all would have caught me on camera. I would have said field work or housework. I would have like field work. And Lee would have been like,
I mean, we definitely wouldn't be in the house.
Oh my God. I guess we gotta stick to our roots.
No way. I thought get out there on the field.
I think it would get field work anyway.
Honestly, it would be a natural innate. No, honestly, is it giving that? I would not want to. I feel like honestly.
Oh Lord.
Honestly, when I first heard it too, I would have thought bees.
Damn, I was thinking field.
I feel like I would have got winded out there. I do think we could have got it done, but.
You're not trying to do all that. If you're not trying to do all that, we can just assemble to be home.
Because like it's not because like I wouldn't like it. Usually it's like something straightforward versus something like with memorizing or puzzle. This was like you put together something. I put together something all the time.
All right, let's do it. Period.
So you can't do that. That's what you're gonna be trying to do out there. I'm gonna be like, I don't know. You gonna be like, okay. I'm gonna be like, that's gonna make me. That's gonna make me second guess. Because I'm like, are you actually? It makes me second guess because I'm like, okay, are you actually putting thought or are you just going with what I'm going? Because I don't want you to just go where I'm going. I want you to give an actual opinion.
In this scenario, I feel like I'm cool with either. if it was one where I'm definitely not cool with one,
You would say
those are the times I need to say that I'm definitely not cool with this. But for this one, I don't feel like assembling the B home would be too drastic versus up the fluff up. So hey, especially if you feel like you're gonna get winded. The only reason it would be good is if we don't get too winded. So if you feel like you're gonna get winded, let's just do the B home.
period.
So we would be at the B.
I will say the hay looked pretty simple. They were just throwing that shit up there.
That's why I thought of it. I was like, literally put some hay on the rack. Oh,
I was like, I'm gonna get fucking heat exhaustion. I don't know. It probably didn't feel that. I don't know. No, that was real hot, sweaty.
It did look
covered
sunny.
in hay.
It looked very sunny. They were sweating. They had hay stuck into their face.
Like, and that's like, I would feel so dirty after that. Just too much.
I need a shower. I wonder, like,
bitch.
I would hate to like feel so sore, and then I gotta go to the hotel room. I had a shower in the hotel room. Yeah.
I wonder what that detox is, because like that's what I realized the other day. Like, this is every day. This is daily. This is like nonstop. It's like new day, new leg, new day, new leg. This is very quick. So like, I don't know. Like, what is the
I can't even savor in it.
Results of it? I feel like it probably really feels like a blur at the end. Like, oh shit, we really just did this, and like, what is it? How many legs are there realistic? Like 14, 16?
Oh yeah, 13, 14.
So it's like what, 2 weeks? You're only out there for 2 weeks. Like that's crazy. 2 or 3 weeks.
And it's like not even out there. You're everywhere.
Yeah.
For 2 weeks. I definitely wouldn't remember anything I did.
You might remember specific things. Like, oh, here in China, here and da. Because I would definitely want to savor some of those moments. Like,
I would hate to have to remember the tasks instead of like the place, you know? Like I feel like my biggest memories would be hay and me barreling the hay in Slovenia. And it's like
one of the things I realized is that the final challenge is always something that includes everything that you've been through. So you definitely, that's why they was talking about the notebook, Joel and Garrett, because like you have to keep notes of specific things, because it's always going to be like, okay, put this in order of where you've been, whether no matter what it is.
That's good. The notebook is good. Then I was wondering what they had in it
Notes.
to where they need to get back. But yeah, notes. I guess you take notes. Greg and John chose housework at first.
Yeah.
Chelsea and Robin chose fieldwork. So I was like, oh, finally, they're going to do different things, but they still finna follow them. So Chelsea and Robin were like, we're going to follow Greg and John. I'm thinking, y'all finna go to the wrong detour, babes. The what? But mid-drive, Greg and John decided to change to fieldwork as well. So it works. Mm-hmm. Todd and Ashley chose fieldwork as well. So boom, here we go. They're all headed towards the same motherfucking detour. Greg and John's idea was, we want to pick what Todd and Ashley will pick because we think we can do it faster than them if we're on the same detour, which is like
they didn't though, right?
Is that upper level thinking?
I don't know what kind of level thinking.
And Todd and Ashley beat them, so I'm like, what does that do strategically? I'm like, if you, I guess I kind of see it because I would rather be on the same detour as somebody I'm competing with, so I know I need to just beat them, than to be on the other one and I have no idea, and also it could be hard.
It really depends. It could go either way though. Like because there's certain situations where it's like switching could be better.
That's true.
Especially if it's easier, the other one is easier. Like in this task, I wouldn't mind switching, but you really have to you can't switch midway.
Yeah, you know what they did say later? They said somebody mentioned it. It wasn't Greg and John. They said Ashley might struggle because she's not so physical. It was Robin and Chelsea.
Robin and Chelsea, girl, try that.
I don't know why they said
mind you, Ashley has been doing every physical challenge. Like
she's done most physical challenges. Most of but also she was the only girl who carried the mattresses.
Don't do Ashley.
Don't do Ashley.
And then they were like the first team out of there. I was like, girl,
they were literally the first team out. I think Ashley doesn't prefer it, but that doesn't mean she can't do it, bitches. She's been doing it.
Like I feel like literally every time I see, I feel like Ashley would definitely be rather doing the other detour, but she get out there in that field, okay?
She does it. I think Ashley is a little bit like me. Like she's basically like, all right, you got it, because Todd will be like, let's do this, and she'll be like, well, and he'll be like, no, let's do this. She'll be like, okay, let's go. Okay. And then she goes, and she tries, she gives it her all. So that eats. Period. Boom. So Greg and John in their shadows make it to fieldwork. And they have to basically literally barrel hay and put it on
the rack.
It's like a rack, but it's not. It's like a what is it?
Girl, I don't know.
Like a
bar rack?
Wooden bitch. I don't even know what it's used for. Like, why do they have that? You putting shit on a rack. literally.
Basically, hey.
Back at the detour, Rob and Corey finally finished their express pass. They get the express pass, so now they have one, and they choose field work. Joel and Garrett make it there. They choose housework, so they're the only ones at this point doing the actual bees, the bee house thing. Morgan and Lena also choose field work, and then Stephen and Lee pull up, and they're choosing house. So Joel and Garrett and Stephen and Lee are the only two who are going to do the housework. But before they go,
what, Annalie?
Annalie
for some reason, and I guess her and Steve did it because there's no way he would have ran up 11,000 steps if he didn't think 1,100 steps if he didn't think it was possible. They thought that they had a chance at the express pass. In every iteration of season I've seen, there's only one express pass in these things.
And they were last.
The only time that there's two express passes in play is when someone wins the first one and they're able to give it to someone else. They've never been in a situation that I've seen, it could be a season I haven't seen yet, what they did, that there's more than one express pass available. So I don't know how the fuck they thought they're getting in last. They'd be able to get one. I don't know. I really think it was something like, I guess they were probably just moving so fast that it just truly slipped their mind.
Yeah.
Because they're fans of the show. So I'm shocked. And like they wasted a lot of time here. And then this is where
you would think they was losing really time. I was like, they're gonna lose.
I was like, there's no way they don't lose the game here.
Yep. Surprisingly, and that's how you know they OP. I feel like, for example, if they didn't do this, would they have gotten fourth? Probably.
There are so many teams who would have done that and would definitely have lost. The fact that I don't think Morgan Lena are necessarily a weak team either. So I just think I don't think Lee are a pretty good team. They haven't some bad
I feel like if I think Stephen and Lee are really good. I feel like if they didn't do this, they really probably would have gotten top 4 this leg.
Yeah. They got to work out their little because they were doing really, really well, but I feel like just like the collision is maybe messing them up because them being lost every time we saw them was arguing instead of figuring out where to go.
Figure out where to go. Here it's like they both are like doing their own thing. Seems like they're just out of it. They seem out of it this whole time. And that's why you can't lose that focus. Them being so worried and so anxious and so scared, it's like it's good so you can keep it going. You can keep yourself moving, but also it's bad because you get out of it. You're not paying attention to little details, and those matter. So everybody else pulling up to field work. And they got to rake up every single piece of hay off the ground damn near. And Todd and Ashley clocked, and John and Greg didn't. So Todd and Ashley raked up all their grass. And when they got a check, they were able to move along. And when John and Greg got a check, they couldn't move along yet. So Todd and Ashley ended up in first place after this. And then Greg and John finished after them. Well, actually, Corey and Rob finished before Greg and John. So Corey and Rob and Todd and Ashley finished before Greg and John. And Corey and Rob was like, damn, we went up all them stairs and came here, and then we still beat them. That's why Corey and Rob low-key OP, because they did the express pass and still was leaving in second place after the detour. It's like, that kind of eats. We flash to Annalie forcing this man to run up these stairs. When I tell you, Steve...
Come on, Dad. No, it's okay. Come on, Dad. No, come on.
He looked like he was finna fall the fuck out.
He's like, Annalie, hold on. Dad, come on, no. Annalie did not care, bro. I love her personality.
I was like, Steve cannot breathe. I literally wrote that down. Steve cannot breathe.
And she didn't give a good goddamn.
Didn't give a damn. They get up there, they find out it's not there. She's like, well, we lost. So let's just enjoy this.
Come on, Dad. Let's just enjoy it. We're going home.
We're going home, Dad.
Meanwhile, this man over here about to pass the fuck.
You made him climb up the stairs. You've been saying y'all went home a long time ago. You made this man climb up the stairs.
They've been saying they out since the beginning.
Like, what the fuck?
Annalie is so hilarious, bro. We need her on the challenge so bad. I need her on the challenge so bad. Like,
okay, so Morgan and Lena for the state detour. They in fourth place. Robin and Chelsea still there. Mind you, these are the ones who were saying Ashley wasn't gonna be able to do it. Okay.
Ooh, clock that T. Clock that T. With her hand.
At housework, Joel and Garrett
not following anyone, by the way.
Period. Joel and Garrett are still doing their house, their little bird house, and Stephen and Lee pull up. Damn, I'm like, are Stephen and Lee speeding?
But look,
Bitch.
they got the directions and didn't look back, bitch.
Didn't look back at all. So Steve and Annalie pull up. Annalie's painting, and Steve is trying to build. Steve dropping shit on himself.
They was moving though. They got there and went straight to work.
They were moving, bitch. So they were moving.
I don't know how. I mean, Steve got up the stairs. Was when it came. I mean, Steve is really a trooper. Like honestly, that man be keeping up.
I wouldn't even do it. That's the
right.
thing. I wouldn't even like.
I would have passed out if you would, girl. I would be out.
Gone. Mind you, Steve did the first roadblock, was in the air, probably losing breath. Because I think when you're in the airplane, your ears popping, you're losing breath just like that. He did that, ran up a fucking flight of stairs. Then he had
there's another flight of stairs he got to run up later.
He had to ski up the hill in the
inside. Build a bird box.
He built the bird house, bee house. And then he got to run up another. Steve, I hope you had a good night's rest.
Like, he's MVP for real. He really is.
I would have knocked the fuck out right when I got into the hotel.
Bro, I don't know how they wake up for the next legs. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's no, like, I just know I feel like, you know, you go to the gym or something, you've been in a while, and you wake up the next day, your body's so sore. That gotta be how it is after that first leg. Like, ooh, we really did some shit, didn't we?
Let's see it. Okay, so everybody finishing up. All the field worker people are field slaves. No, I'm playing. Robin and Chelsea finished. They finished their field work, so they're the last ones that was there. And then it's only Joel and Garrett and Steve and Annalie at the housework, and Joel and Garrett finish up too. So it's just Steve and Annalie doing their detour.
Joel and Garrett completely like, bye. And Annalie's like, bye. It's the last time. Like, no, don't say that. No, as they leave their notebook.
Everybody else is headed to the skyscraper because that's where they got to go to get their last motherfucking clue or whatever. So they're pulling up to the skyscraper. Corey had to stop to get some Benadryl. Joel and Garrett had to go back to get their notebook. So bitches is delayed. I mean, you better get to it or get gone. So Todd and Ashley make it to the skyscraper first, and Greg and John make it to there right after. So they all are climbing up all of these fucking spiral staircases.
More.
I would have been sick of this shit. Climbing. And Rob was like, not again. And like, okay,
he's hilarious.
So Steve and Annalie, they see Joel and Garrett come back. And a little bit after that, they finish the detour. So they're like, ooh, maybe we have a chance. They literally had to come back and get their shit. So maybe we can try to catch up. I'm like, okay, maybe they can. I didn't see it for them. But I guess
I kind of did right here. I was like, yeah,
period. And then this is when we see some of the bitches is lost. So I was like, oh, they got it. They could get it because on the way to the skyscraper, Robin and Chelsea are lost.
They lost Greg and John, so of course.
What that mean? They can't do it.
They didn't know where they were going.
Well, that's true. And Morgan,
we've only seen no shade, but we've only seen them go the right way when they've been following Greg and John.
That's true, actually. And every other time, there's been a scene of them lost. So Robin and Chelsea were lost as fuck. Morgan and Lena were lost, as per usual, honestly.
Lost and arguing.
Morgan
and Lena. They're so hilarious.
Lena! I said go right! You told me to go
Morgan!
I you needed to turn around!
Don't yell, Morgan! Don't yell! God!
Yeah! Earlier when they were skiing, Morgan was like, Lena, what are you doing?
You've been skiing your whole life, Lena.
She was like, you know how to ski.
I haven't skied in 15 years.
I think they argue, but they're not mad.
No, it's like siblings.
Yeah, it's like sisters. Like sisters.
I know with you. Now everybody see.
So the girls start climbing up the skyscraper. Tyler and Ashley make it up first. Greg and John make it up right after, and they got to race to the pit stop. Great for them.
To the Dragon Bridge. Period.
They eat that up. Greg and John beat them running because basically they're right in front of us. We just have to run faster, and we're both men. And Ashley's a girl. So hey. It worked. So Greg and John get first. Well, shout out to them because they won broke that record.
Period.
Todd and Ashley get second. And then Rob and Corey, they make it up the stairs and they get third.
The big three. Don't do the big speech.
They get third. Wonderful. The losers. Everybody else.
What?
Everybody else. Joel and Garrett and Robin and Chelsea, they kind of doing good or whatever. So they're in 4th and 5th place. So they're headed to the staircase and they're starting to climb up. It's the last two teams. And I'm like, where's Morgan and Lena? Come to find out, behind Stephen and Ali is where they're at.
Like they arrived there around the same damn time. It's like, oh no. So like they really must have got lost on the way because they've been left from the hay.
Why did that take so long for them? They left the hay before Robin and Chelsea left the hay, mind you. So they've been lost. They were the 4th people done with the detour, and they got.
I call rig.
Period. Okay. So Stephen and Ali are ahead of them going into the skyscraper, and it's a foot race. So they just win the foot race, and Stephen and Ali end up making it to the pit stop before Morgan and Lena. And Morgan and Lena are out. I'm not too shocked, not too surprised, no shade. Morgan and Lena were just like headed towards.
I love how they were the comeback kids though. They kept like fumbling and then they bring it back and then they.
I would love to see them again. Like they were powerful in a lot of ways. They got like. Did they get first?
No, we got
they did really good on one of them legs, so I was happy for them. And they kept being the comeback kids, like you said. So I like it for them. I really wish they could come back or something.
And
they used to do more. They used to do more returnee seasons, right? You said.
Yeah, they've done a lot. They've done All Stars. They've done Unfinished Business. They've done All Stars 2. They've done that reality season. So I feel like we're due for some type of All Star soon.
I definitely would love to see them back again. It would be nice. But we're going into top 6. So, bitch, it's down to the nitty gritty. Honestly, all these teams are cute. But the only teams I'm really checking for is Corey and Rob and John.
Their average position is 6.25.
More than Lena?
Yeah.
Well, that's not that
good. Ain't that bad, though.
It ain't that bad, though.
Top of the pack. I lead the pack, so my back's to them.
Yeah. So, and you know what? It's probably so low because these last couple they've been doing at the back. But at the beginning, they weren't doing so bad.
They were at the top most of the time, though.
Yeah.
So bring my sisters back. Bring my sisters back. Literally sisters. Bring them back.
Period. Boom, y'all. That was motherfucking it. Tune in next time. We still gonna be covering it. I know that's the fuck right. We're also covering Survivor. I know that's the fuck right. Get into reindeer games. I know that's the fuck right. And thanks for keeping it with the kingdom. Well, with the kingdom. We out.